Here we have for sale is 2018 on a 68 plate Peugeot Expert Professional. This is the standard wheelbase, so the medium wheelbase. It's got the 1.6 litre blue HDI diesel Euro 6 engine which produces 115 brake horsepower, and that's accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. I say this is a 1000 model, which refers to the payload, so what you can put in the back. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Peugeot Expert Professional of this age, and we'll also talk you through the condition of this particular example, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this van is spec'd with barn doors. What I mean by that are two doors which open in that sort of fashion, as opposed to a tailgate which would be one door which comes up like so. On a Professional you do get rear parking sensors, so you can see that nicely integrated there into the rear bumper. There's a fantastic sort of working spec on this van, it must be said. Some of the features on this are really, really handy indeed. And one thing which has been added to this vehicle is this lovely triple set of roof bars here, and you've also got the rear roller as well, so perfect for maybe some longer lengths going up there on top. If we open up the rear barn doors, we can start to have a look at the spec and condition here inside the rear doors. You'll see when you open up the rear doors of a Peugeot Expert like this, you've got the little yellow tab just there. If you give that a pull, you can then open the rear doors right out to their full 180 degree position like so, and you can do exactly the same with the other door as well. So this just gives you maximum accessibility then into the back of the van. Now we are in it is a beautiful day here in sunny Wales, but unfortunately we are in really direct sunlight here, so it can make things a little bit tricky. But you can see here that the vehicle is fully ply lined in the back, and that is there of course to protect the van from any cargo moving around in the back and causing any nasty outward dents. You can see here that there is again some really handy ply racking in the back of the van. You can see that this has been done to a really nice standard, not something that someone has sort of chucked in here in a few seconds. As I say, very, very handy, but can of course be removed if you want us to, and then you're back to the full scope of the normal van. In terms of condition here in the back, this is used ply lining. At the end of the day, you can see that this has been used for a trade, as the vast majority of these types of vans would be, but certainly very clean and tidy. We've got plenty of tie down points in the back of here as well to help tie your cargo down. I'll talk you through a bit more about the bulkhead when we come round to that side in just a second. Shutting the rear doors then, just having a good look here at the condition of the rear doors, but I must say looking really, really clean and straight. Hopefully you can see here in the camera, and hopefully that's conveying accurately, but looking very, very clean and tidy indeed. In terms of the rear bumper here, a couple of the usual sort of light markings here to the top of the plastic bumper, but certainly not affecting anything there. Looking then down the passenger side, and again very much the same story here, looking really clean and tidy. There's one tiny little touch-in or little pin dent I can just see there in the middle of the near side loading door, but I must say looking really presentable. The Professional will come with steel wheels like this, so there's 16-inch steel wheels, so for maximum practicality you're not going to worry too much if you curb these wheels. And you can see here we've got the fuel cap on the passenger side. If we open up the passenger side loading door, we can have a look at the condition from this side. You have got on the Expert twin side loading doors, so really, really nice feature to have. Just of course gives you easy access from both sides of the vehicle. Looking at the bulkhead then, you can also see that we have got the load through hatch here, and what is particularly clever on the Peugeot Expert is that you can load right the way through. If I pull on this little blue tab here, you can load right the way through into the passenger footwell just there, so really, really useful load length. Looking at the passenger door card, all in really good order there, no issues whatsoever. And this is where the AdBlue filler tank is located when you open up the passenger door. The reason it's got AdBlue is this vehicle is Euro 6, so you can take this vehicle into the ultra low emission zone areas such as central London without having to pay the ULEZ charge. Moving then around to the front of the vehicle, and again just really trying to take in all of the elements in terms of condition here at the front of the vehicle, and it is again looking very, very nice. There's a couple of minor stone chips that I can see here just to the front of the vehicle. Of course, has to be expected with any used van, but again, not looking bad at all. Nice and presentable. As I can imagine this with, you know, some nice company logos on the side, it would certainly look very professional indeed. I can see there's a couple of very light marks to the edge of the plastic bumper just there. One thing which is really nice, we've got Michelin tyres all around on this van, which is always a sign that it has been well maintained. Looking down then the driver's side of the vehicle, and again just having a quick look here, so if anything I can particularly point out, but it is looking very clean and straight. I like to look down the side of the vehicle like this because this is always where you will see any little marks or dents or anything like that. But all in all, as I say, very presentable. Opening up the driver's door then, you can start to have a look at the spec and condition inside here. So immediately I can see no excessive wear to the driver's seat. Very nice indeed. You have got a driver's armrest just here, and there is a fold down little work tray in the middle as well, somewhere to store your paperwork. You can actually twist this around as well if you kind of want to extend it, and that unveils a little sort of secret little cubby hole in there. You have got access underneath the seat, so you can pull this up here in the middle and give you some access into, again, a little bit more storage down there. We can see that we have got 2 full remote keys with this vehicle. Nice modern flat bottom steering wheel on the Peugeot Expert, which I really like. The vehicle is running at the moment, so you can see it's all running correctly. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. 24,952 miles recorded. It's really nice mileage on this van. Auto activated lights on the left hand side. You've also got your cruise control on the left as well. And if we have a look over to the right, auto activated wipers, and you can control the radio from this side as well. Looking then towards the middle, we can see that we've got a 6-speed manual gearbox to go along that 115 brake horsepower engine. And looking just down here, you've got heated wing mirrors, you've got air conditioning, and you've got a nice USB point and a 12-volt socket just there as well. You can see I have got the USB occupied at the moment. The reason for that, on this screen here, you do have Apple CarPlay as standard on the Expert Professional. Just a fantastic bit of spec to have. So when you really weigh it up, I say things like air conditioning, Apple CarPlay, cruise control, auto lights and wipers, rear parking sensors, it has got a fantastic spec, this van, it must be said. Apple CarPlay then, for anyone who's not familiar, you can literally use the apps as you would on your phone, but on this lovely screen here. So you can literally use things like your Apple Maps, you can use Google Maps instead, or you can listen to your podcasts, your Apple Music, Spotify. It really is a fantastic system. I really, really love it. If we go back to the radio screen then, go on sources, and then radio, we can see that we have got DAB radio there as well. So really, really nice to see that. If we just turn that down there, put the vehicle into reverse, you get the audible noise there, which tells you that the parking sensors are activated, and you get this little screen here. So as you reverse, you'll have little lights come up there to show you where items are located behind you. So just to summarize then, this is a 2-owner from new Peugeot Expert Professional. So it's the 1000 model, which, as I say, refers to the payload of around a ton. So you can get, I say, it's actually just over a ton in the back of these vans. Of course, you need to allow for passengers, etc. as well. So this is the professional model, which is the spec. So fantastic spec, as we've mentioned, including Apple CarPlay, auto-activated lights and wipers, air conditioning, rear parking sensors. This one has had a lovely set of roof bars with a rear roller added as well, and in the back it's ply-lined with some rear racking. So really it is ready to go straight into work. 1.6 litre blue HDI diesel engine, 115 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox. So when you add in things like the cruise control as well, makes this a fantastic motorway van as well, and really, really fuel efficient. Twin side loading doors, rear barn doors. I say a lot to shout about with this van. Condition is very good. Of course, we have noted out some of the minor little defects, such as stone chips and things like that, but of course that is to be expected with any used van. If you'd like to see the full advert of this van, please head over to our website there, bridgendvans.co.uk. You may have been there already, but this is where you'll find the full photography and description of this particular vehicle. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can, of course, arrange finance at very competitive rates on all of our vehicles, including this one. That can also include cars or vans taken in part exchange, and we can deliver our vehicles nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.